Are you aware that money responds like a well-trained animal and only obeys those who know how to call it with the proper vibration? When you discover how to direct it, it doesn't just come, but grows in remarkable ways. There are hidden energies that determine how much money enters your life and how much leaves. And even working hard, you may experience something blocking this energy. In 1925, Florence Scovel Shinn, a visionary master of spiritual science, discovered something revolutionary. Money doesn't react to need, but to authority. During the Great Depression, she taught everyday women to command their money, and many increased their income in the midst of the worst economic crisis in history. The first principle is a command of divine multiplication. Florence taught that money is a form of conscious energy that operates by specific laws. Money responds to the vibration of authority far more than to that of need. When you engage with money as one who begs, you drive off it. When you come to it as one who commands, you attract it. Money functions like a well-trained soldier. If the commander falters, the soldier doesn't act, but when the order is precise and resolute, money flows. In New York, Florence taught her students to command more. Each morning, positioned in front of the mirror, they will hold themselves erect, breathe deeply, and announce, "Divine money, I command you to multiply my life now. You flow to me from all possible directions because I am an ideal vessel of infinite abundance." The key was in the power within command, which needed to sound like an irrevocable decree. Another crucial element is mending the relationship with money. Florence said that money has energetic recall, and that our energy toward it makes impressions that determine whether it approaches or moves away. If for years you've addressed money through fear, resentment, or guilt, it's as if you've repelled an expected guest. Most people have been calling money with the voice of scarcity and shame. Before commanding your money, Florence taught reconciliation with it. In silence, her students would say, "Dear money, forgive me for having seen you as my enemy. Today I acknowledge that you are divine energy seeking to express itself through me. I honor you, respect you, and welcome you into my life." This exercise was profound vibrational reset that entirely transformed a person's vibration. Advancing in this direction, Florence developed the spiritual surgery of poverty beliefs. Beliefs about money are like unseen anchors that determine how much your prosperity can grow. You can work hard, but if the roots are diseased, the tree will never produce abundant fruit. No one is born with lack mentality. We adopt them from family conversations and childhood stories. Phrases like "money is dirty" or "to earn money you must suffer" lodge themselves in the mind as internal laws. The process began with silence, where Florence asked them to investigate. What belief about money have I adopted and still carry? Once discovered, they would say, "This belief is not mine. I return it." My mind becomes clean and open to receive the divine truth about abundance. Then they would establish new beliefs such as, "I am an heir to infinite abundance," or "money comes to me effortlessly." Beyond this, Florence taught the difference between desiring and demanding. Desire springs from lack. It's seeing what you want while feeling it's far away. Demand emerges from a knowledge that something already is yours by divine right. To desire is to say, "I don't have," generating more experiences of not having. To demand is to proclaim, "It's mine and I receive it now," triggering invisible forces. In this context, another principle is to create instead of competing. Florence repeated, "Never fight over money, create it." Competing suggests scarcity. Creating implies infinite abundance, knowing that you can create new opportunities. When you compete, you concentrate on what others have. When you create, you align with the infinite source, with distinctive fresh concepts. Each person has a specific gift for generating wealth that when expressed not only produces income, but enriches others. In the same way, Florence taught the decree of complete dominion. It was an act of absolute control over one's own financial kingdom. The decree was, By my divine authority as an offspring of the Creator of all abundance, I decree that my financial reality transforms now. I command that all invisible forces work to multiply my money perpetually. The key lies in understanding that the power to transform is already within you, and upon declaring it, the universe shifts to obey. Additionally, Florence taught the sacred blueprint of your abundance. The universe needs specific guidance. It was about specifying how much, how, when, and for what you would receive. Her students devoted a daily moment to answer, how much money do I want? From what sources? How do I want to experience when receiving it? The more details, the easier for the universe to manifest. The design must be developed from a consciousness of shared abundance. Keeping this in view, the last step is to preserve prosperous consciousness. Awakening abundance is the first part. Mastery lies in maintaining it. Maintaining requires constant focus, upholding the internal state that summons it. This state is composed of gratitude, certainty, and openness to receive. A key principle is to open each day with anticipatory gratitude, not only for what you already have, but for the abundance on its way. When you express gratitude in advance, you give a universe a signal that you've already received. Another practice was to mentally bless all money seen circulating, preventing envy from contaminating your vibration. It's worth noting that abundant sharing was essential. It was about contributing to causes that expanded abundance in the world. Giving with joy was like sowing in fertile ground. What you give flows back multiplied. The crucial point is to feel that you join the universal flow. What you hold back out of fear stagnates. What you give with love multiplies. Another key was to protect your mind, staying away from environments loaded with scarcity, because your consciousness is the attractor of your experience. Florence concluded with a powerful reminder. You are not a victim of economic circumstances. You are the designer of your financial reality. Money is your partner and friend. Now reassert your commitment by saying, I decree that my prosperity increases perpetually in perfect harmony. I give with joy, receive with gratitude, and maintain the infinite flow of my wealth. If these words resonated, write in the comments, I decree, to confirm your commitment. Share this video with someone who needs to recognize they're the creator of their reality. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell because I will share more principles that can multiply your prosperity. Abundance doesn't come to those who pause, but to those who command.